Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, and today we're talking about Linesman from LOOKISM. You know what I'm saying? He's went through a transformation after being trained by Bonge Choi, the Lightning Choi. They used to know him as somebody from who else but Gap Young Kim's crew. And he uses like a dancing rhythmic style, almost like capoeira, where you move to the rhythm of that beat, you know what I'm saying? And he's vibing. So obviously last chapter we saw that Jigyana's crew was getting baptized, they was getting obliterated, they was getting cooked left, right, and center. And he said, hey, calma, 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 put on his CO7 jersey and said, swoo. And he started he took that stuff off and the top off, showed the new dragon tattoo on his back. And he's just started cooking, man. And I've never really made a video on anybody in Big Deal apart from Jake and Jerry, but it's great to get this opportunity to talk about like the linesman. And we know quite a lot about him actually. So this is where kind of the video title comes from, where I think he might potentially die as a result because, well, you know what I'm saying? He is fighting against the leader of the Crocodile gang himself, a zero generation legendary fighter level opponent. You know what I'm saying? Now in this chapter he does sensational. But before that, I'm gonna just give a little bit backstory of Linesman. So he used to be he wasn't, he was like a runner for Big Deal. He'd collect lunch money and stuff like that and give it to Big Deal. And he kind of made lies and stories to embellish himself and to big himself up. And he just wanted to kind of be accepted for real. And then he pissed off Jerry, and Jerry almost beat his ass because he broke Jerry's flute. But Jerry let him off, you know what I'm saying? And then he went around telling people that he beat Jerry. But Jerry didn't really give a damn because big Jerry, you know what I'm saying? He is shield, he's strong as hell. Then Jake pulls up to school and everybody tells him like, yo, he said he's been lying and saying that you guys are close friends, that you really know him in type B, you know what I'm saying? And Jake looked at it and was like, oh, so you look up to me, like you see me like as you know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay, join Big Deal. And he just liked his personality. He liked the fact that he was, he saw Jake as this like big figure, this legendary figure that he wanted to just be known. Like, no, he wanted people to think that he was like in his shadow, in his world, in next to Jake. And Jake was flattered by that. And but he saw that, inside, that this guy is a good guy, because Jake's whole crew are basically good guys, you know what I'm saying? And he decided, okay, they do some nefarious things, but in general, though, relatively good. Because Daniel's going to try to stop a lot of gangs that are, that will help him. He's never going to try to stop Jake, you know what I'm saying? Because I think he understands Jake, and I think him and Jake's goals align. Jake just wants to protect the people he cares about, the same way Eli wants to protect the people he cares about. And that's just how it goes. And well, Linesman now, man, he in this chapter he performed sensational. Like, he was fighting like some of the top ranking members of the Crocodile, and he was kicking ass. And that's what was scary to me. Why was he kicking so much ass? And why was he doing it so well? You know what I'm saying? To me, that's like a dead flag, but like, I think our boy's going to die. Now, last time I predicted that somebody's going to die, that was Tom Lee in his fight against Goo, and I predicted that only because they said that somebody major was going to die. I didn't think it was going to be somebody crazy major like Mr. Troy that would end up dying, but obviously that's what occurred. So my prediction was, okay, Tom is obviously somebody important. It's somebody we know for quite a long time. He's very strong. He's very powerful. He's legendary. If a legend is going to die like this, then that's going to be something special. But it was not. It was Mr. Choi via, you know what I'm saying, side doors. You know what I'm saying? But Lionsman, man, we know his backstory basically. He's important-ish. Like he's kind of been around. It's a safe debt to have, because I think Lucasm probably is gonna have like 2 or 3 more major debts. Like I know there was already, you know, 2 debts. God damn, this dude Kite Kim pulled up and killed 2 folks immediately. Like, whew. But and amputated another. But I think Linesman is next. I think Linesman is next. I think Lucasm is not gonna end with so many people. I think as things intensify and things get crazier, but Linesman had lightning coming out of him, and he was like lightning Troy, zooming, taking out folks by the hundreds. Then he defeated two, and in fact, he defeated 2,000 squad leaders. So he's stronger than 2,000 bums, man. That's insane, but just the sheer numbers. And in fact, his rhythm was so great that the Crocodile leader himself was like, I feel the beat. I feel the rhythm. And know I'm sexy. Sexy boy. You know what I'm saying? He felt that switch in music. And he said, I want to dance. And so he pulled up, sipping some sake, you know what I'm saying? Looking at him dance, and he said, I love this rhythm and I love this flow. And meanwhile, Jake Yana, Jake, Daniel, crew all run up ready to fight Mr. Crocodile. They're trying to take him down. Today's the day. And then Crocodile says, you must be, to Linesman, he says, you must be Jagana's secret weapon. You must be his ultimate ace on the sleeve that he's hid. He's second strongest that nobody knew about. Because the second strongest on his crew, and Jagan's crew, was getting washed until Linesman pulled up and did some business. But Linesman might be too strong right now, but he might be too strong. But then obviously the question is going to be like, why would he kill him right now when he just made him elevate and climb up like this? Because obviously our crews need to get way stronger to fight against Kite Kim. So likely, I think he will survive. Linesman will survive, but there is a chance that he might die. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fighting against Crocodile, and he himself said like, yo, if I face this guy, I am going to get murdered. But if I can even remove an ounce of stamina from this man for Jake, then it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's ready to die for Jake. You know what I'm saying? And he respects Samuel. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Because the crew, Jake Yana's crew, got washed. one little chopstick, one little boom, they got washed. Wasn't even close. Linesman can take out that whole crew by himself. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Linesman can solo Jake Yana's backup, man. Jake Yana was carrying weight for Incheon, man. Jake Yana was carrying weight because they couldn't defeat like the 2,000 whatever, squad leaders. You know what I'm saying? They were struggling against even some of the bums, and there was just too many numbers. They couldn't handle it, bro. Linesman pulled up, took care of them, then took care of 2,000 squad leaders as well. And now, boom, the biggest boss of the biggest bosses pulled up like, God damn. Yeah, Linesman, man, RIP, bro. Even if you don't die, he's this shit, man. He might end up like his master. He might end up like Bungay. He might end up like Lightning Troy. Oh my God, please leave Linesman alone. We need our crew way stronger. Leave Linesman alone. But you see, usually when you're reaching the crescendo of a story, you need to make the heroes look hopeless. And what's a good way to make them look hopeless? And make somebody really, really strong and then have them completely obliterated and potentially killed. But the thing is, if this dumbass Crocodile dude decides to kill Linesman, Jake Kim will annihilate him. And this is Jay Yana's arc, and Jay Yana deserves to be Crocodile. He deserves it. He's earned it. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, and now we actually know why Jay Yana helped what's his name? Goddamn James Lee. He helped him because James Lee could just attack his crew. You know what I'm saying? And just kill Inchon. You know, get rid of Inchon. So, you know, because he be attacked on two fronts. The other side of Inchon and James Lee. He just can't. He couldn't have James Lee as an enemy. And James Lee would easily take out his crew and would beat him too. So it's just tough. But what we gotta realize here is just think of our options. If Lightning, you know what I'm saying, Lightning Linesman survives here, Jake doesn't unlock that next level fully. He doesn't master it here. And I don't think he should here because I think Jake and Na is the one that's gotta do this. Somehow, even though Daniel and Jake are there and Samuel are there, they're gonna help. Jake and Na, for me, needs the final blow. I think it's necessary for his arc. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be tough. But if Linesman dies, Crocodile is dying because Jake Kim will obliterate him. He will go into a state we ain't never seen before, brother. We ain't never seen before. Conviction times, if he might surpass Gapyong for a brief second, like, yeah, we're not surpassing, let's not go crazy, but he might, you know what I'm saying? So remember, it took Gapyong Kim to get killed before his crew could get touched. You know what I'm saying? Because and they had to cheat. Wait, he was old and retired and all of that shit. Like they took every advantage possible to get rid of Men's, and I know it wasn't easy still. And he probably just let his son kill him. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? They probably used his son as a way to like scare him off for a second. But that's what I think. What you guys think? I think Linesman will survive because Jake Yanna's arc, but Linesman might die later. Hopefully not, but he might. Anyways, being your boy, Spin Chill, guys. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Write down in the comment section below. Will Linesman live or will Linesman die? Will Jay Yana be the one to defeat the Crocodile King, or will it be some